Welcome to the Journey Through the Gospels channel. Here we explore the stories of the Bible through history, faith, and cinematic storytelling. Today's story comes from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 18. It is the story of two prayers, and the one that God accepts. In the ancient city of Jerusalem stood the temple, the spiritual heart of Israel. Every day, people traveled through its gates to pray, offer sacrifices, and seek the mercy of God. Within the wide stone courtyards, worshippers gathered in quiet reflection. Priests moved among the crowds, teachers discussed the law, pilgrims stood silently in prayer. It was in this sacred place that Jesus told a story about two men who came to pray. The first man in the story was a Pharisee. Pharisees were known for their strict devotion to the law of Moses. They fasted regularly, they gave generous offerings, they carefully followed religious traditions. To many people, they represented the highest example of righteousness. The second man in the story was very different. He was a tax collector. Tax collectors worked for the Roman government that ruled the land. Many of them collected more money than required and kept the extra for themselves. Because of this, tax collectors were deeply disliked. They were often seen as dishonest and sinful. Yet on this day, both men entered the temple to pray. The Pharisee stood confidently in the temple courtyard. He lifted his voice and prayed loudly, "God, I thank you that I am not like other men, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even like this tax collector. I fast twice a week. I give tithes of all that I possess." It sounded like a prayer, but it was filled with pride. Nearby, a tax collector stood far away from the center of the courtyard. He would not even lift his eyes toward heaven. Instead, he lowered his head and struck his chest in sorrow. His prayer was short and simple. "God, be merciful to me, a sinner." He did not list good deeds. He did not defend his life. He simply asked for mercy. Then Jesus revealed the surprising truth. Of the two men who entered the temple that day, only one went home justified before God. And it was not the Pharisee, it was the tax collector. The difference between them was not their reputation, their status, or their public image. It was the posture of their hearts. One trusted in his own righteousness, the other trusted in the mercy of God. Jesus ended the story with words that have echoed through the centuries. Everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and the one who humbles himself will be exalted. The prayer God accepts is not the one that celebrates ourselves. It is the one that comes with humility. And sometimes the most powerful prayer is also the simplest. "God, be merciful to me, a sinner."